Hey, this is Jeremy and Zan, and you're watching the Lotus Boxers.
What's happening, YouTube? Lotus Boxers here. You got Jeremy Bertarioni.
And Zan Syed.
And today we are joined by a very special guest. Why don't you introduce yourself?
I'm Kiihne. I'm top 32 of the SCG leaderboard this season, and I used to play a lot of Grand Prix, but now I've switched to the SCG circuit.
Zach has been staying with us for the past week and a half or whatever, testing for the Invitational previously, and now we're testing for the Modern Horizons Grand Prix. You guys, good luck in that tournament. I'm not going to be there. I'm going to be relaxing because I get a little bit of time off from the SCG tour. We're fellow top 32.
Yes.
Top 32 leaderboarders. So normally Zan does this, but since you're here, Zach, what am I looking at here? What is this? What's happening? I'm mad.
Okay, so Modern Horizons has just come out. We're going to play the pre-release Grand Prix, but this set is only legal in Modern. It's not legal in Standard, so they have a bunch of new cards designed all for Modern. They're all super powerful, and the most powerful one is Hogaak, or is Necropolis. So this guy, you can't pay any mana for him. He has Convoke, he has Delve, so you have to tap 2 black or green creatures and then delve away or convoke more creatures to cast this guy. But you can cast him from your graveyard, cast him from your hand, 8/8 trample, huge.
So this deck is sort of the supercharged graveyard deck of Modern, kind of right now. Synergies from Bridge from Below, Alter Dementia, able to make a bunch of zombies and mill your opponent out in the late game. Alternately, if you kind of halfway get there, you still usually make an army of like 10 or so zombies that close the game out. Zan, where's Modern at right now? Like, is this fine? Is this going on? Is this okay?
I mean, every deck probably needs some type of answer to Hogaak main board. I mean, this is probably the first time I've ever considered playing Leylines in the main. But if you're playing a Faithless Looting or Liliana or any deck that can make value of this card later on, like Faithless Looting, you can discard it. So I would definitely consider playing like Leyline or Surgicals in your main, just because this card is just gonna be absolutely annoying to beat.
Of course.
Or you could play Boggles with Western Peace main.
Yeah, I would definitely consider that, but I think it's probably gonna be too slow. But we have to see.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you're on the draw against Hogaak, even if you have turn 2 Rest in Peace, often they can just cast Hogaak on turn 2, and you probably can't beat it. Like it's 88, they probably have a bunch of other creatures. They can just cast their 2/1s. You're probably dead.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh man! All right, so let's hop into the game. Show some people about like sort of what's going on lately in Modern. Let's get started.
Bunch of nonsense.
Bunch of it.
Yes.
Okay, so here we are. First opening hand. Zach, what is this? Is this good? Is this bad?
So this hand kind of sucks, except you have the card Faithless Looting, and since Faithless Looting is really good, we should probably not mulligan this hand.
Awesome.
Because it kind of acts as this like second chance mulligan, but this hand you have lands, you have Carrion Feeder.
Which one should I start off with?
You can start with the Faithless Looting, partly because if we draw another...
Should I have played this because of this?
Possibly, but I understand that like the default is just to play your fast land, so...
Yeah, boom.
So, for example, if we draw like a small black creature and a Vengevine, we could discard the Vengevine and the Hogaak. Here, we're probably discarding our Golgari Thug and our Gravecrawler.
What about discarding Hogaak?
We can also discard Hogaak, but you can cast it just as effectively from your hand.
Nice.
So...
This all makes sense.
It almost doesn't matter, right? Because we can cast both of those cards from our
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah.
Okay. We just cast
Kind
it
of
from our hand.
whatever. But next turn, instead of drawing, we will be dredging 4. This one will enable us to actually cast our Hogaak, right? So our opponent's playing Tron, they're probably dead.
So we're up against Tron. Tron is a medium matchup for blue-white control. We have to mention blue-white control so that this video gets 2,000 views.
Okay, so we've got a Bridge from Below, we got a Carrion Feeder, we got a Gravecrawler. So here, I definitely would play the Bloodstained Mire. And then we're just going to go get a Swamp, because we don't have any green cards in our main deck. We have Nature Slams in the sideboard, but... So here, if we cast our Carrion Feeder, we can cast our
Gravecrawler.
Gravecrawler from the graveyard. Our opponent. Wait. And then we might as well sacrifice this Gravecrawler so we have a bridge from below and get a 2/2.
2/2 is better than a 2/1.
Yep, and we get a counter on our feeder, and then we can cast this Hogaak. So we're gonna have to delve away our graveyard. So luckily, there's a bunch of Faithless Lootings and Insolent Neonates and whatever.
What is the card that we are choosing to get rid of?
Probably this Faithless Looting.
Oh, okay.
Because we can just, next turn, we can just play another land. We can bring back our Gravecrawler and just sacrifice it and do that 3 times and just get 3/2/2 zombies and 3 counters on our feeder.
Nice. So here we have it. This is
So we have 12 power in play.
on turn 2.
Turn 2 on the play. Opponent went land things. We're going to attack for 12 next turn and then produce a bunch of zombies. And of course, we're Worm Coil Engine proof, right? So if our Tron opponent goes Worm Coil Engine on 3, Carrion Feeder has a very efficient way to answer that, right? Because we can shove with all of our creatures, of which we're going to have many zombies or whatever, and then just sacrifice the whichever one he blocks, Carrion Feeder. So we're close to a lock to win this game. If he has some graveyard hate, it's probably going to slow him down off of Tron.
Ooh, this is a good play from him. So he is playing this Walking Ballista because it will die and exile our bridge from below.
Okay.
Boom. Gone.
That being said, he's probably still dead.
Yep. True that.
So he's going to assemble Tron next turn. Here, I just want the fastest clock, so I would cast our Gravecaller from hand, cast the one from the graveyard, sacrifice one of them, and then bring back that very Gravecaller you just sacrificed. Now we put them to 7, and they are, as Jeremy said earlier, just dead to anything they block with Worm Coil Engine.
Should we have considered playing the Golgari Thug because
You can put it in the yard. No, I think if we played the Golgari Thug, we wouldn't have had enough power to attack through Worm Coil with our Carrion Feeder.
that's fair.
Right now he's at 7 and we have 8 with 9 without the Hogaak. So I'm like in a really happy spot here because there's not really a card that he can play to get him out of it on Tron. I don't think
He can't cast Oblivion Stone yet,
Right.
so he can't wipe our board.
I mean, what about
Or
Karn
we
plus no, Karn plus
Karn
Bridge.
a bridge is not enough.
Definitely not.
Yeah, I mean,
This this deck's actually really good at attacking through a bridge, partly because cards like Carrion Feeder you can attack and then just sacrifice your ward and make it like a 6/6 and just kill him.
That was beautiful.
So that was game 1. How are we boarding against Tron? Just tell me.
Gotta think about it, dude. They don't really have very much graveyard hate, to be honest. Like Relic just kind of sucks. I'd be very tempted to just press submit.
Interesting. Yeah, I thought
Thoughtseize might be good. We could take out some of these thugs for some Thoughtseizes.
Thugs.
Right there in the 2 drops.
Yep.
He knows, dude. Zan's the absolute professional Magic the Gathering online player.
Fair enough.
He knows where everything is. Unlike
Playing
me.
Since
No,
back
I
in
was
the
just
day.
thinking. I was just thinking.
Back in the day.
Back in the day,
When did you start playing Magic?
in college, so that was 2011. Yep, 2011.
That's 8 years ago.
Yep, that was 8 years.
What was
ago.
I doing 8 years ago?
Just
I
tell
think I
us.
was in middle school.
Wow.
Wow. Were you in middle school, really? Dang, way to make me feel old.
This is okay. So if we draw a second land, this hand's really, really good.
And we are on the draw.
We're on the draw. What do you guys think?
I want to ship it. I don't really get, like, we have a Stitcher Supplier, which is, like, medium, and then no sacrifice outlet, right? So if, like, we had a Carrion Feeder instead of maybe the Stinkweed Imp or something. If we had red, also I might keep this hand because we can, like, Stinkweed Imp dredge.
Yeah.
So barring all those things, though.
But if our supplier hits a dredger, we can dredge and then untap, cast our Gravecaller, cast our Hogaak.
I agree, but one of our lands that doesn't get us out of this situation is a swamp. And
This does. They just cast our Gravecaller.
we just cast Gravecrawler.
I don't know. Then we have a 1-1 and a 2-1. We're really doing it.
I mean, I feel like
Okay.
every hand looks nuts with this deck.
That's
so
fair.
That,
Some hands that look really bad.
Yeah.
But
I mean, this hand,
we can chip it.
very cool.
Okay,
Boom.
this hand looks a lot better.
A lot better. Yep.
We have Thoughtseize. Oh my gosh.
We ironically kind of want to go very thug because with all our sack outlets, we can just like cast it.
That's true. It would have been great.
But here, I suspect we'll lead on turn 1 Thoughtseize. Just to like if they play like Chromatic Sphere, we want to just clear out the Sylvan Scrying and like prevent them from drawing.
Yeah.
Like that's not really our prerogative as a deck, but seems
Nope.
redundant.
Yeah.
No, this is redundant. This
I was just thinking that maybe we want to Thoughtseize ourselves, take the Vengevine, play
Wow.
double Carrion Feeder.
that was also a good thought.
Boom. Alright. I'll keep that.
Let's keep it on hand.
Yeah,
Okay.
Now, Thoughtseize our own Vengevine.
are we?
No, we're Thoughtseizing them. We just like to think about this kind of thing. He mulliganed to 4 or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
see?
All mines.
All mines, and he doesn't have anything else. Okay. This is gonna be a nice one of those games where you just like, I don't know, the scrappy beats because they're not doing anything, but you're not really doing anything. Happens. Nice.
Of course.
Oh, nice.
Should have thought Caesar.
Of
I
course.
should have Thoughtseize myself. But then I would have drawn a Vengevine.
So our opponent's on Tron and nothing.
And
So I think hard casting our Vengevine is probably the best victory
so-
here. So I want to cast our Carrion Feeder, play
Mhm.
Marsh Flats, and then end of turn we can just sack and go get a Overgrown Tomb.
An Overgrown Tombstone. Alright, opponent has 1 draw with Tron active.
Karn.
So that's actually 2 unknown cards, right? Because there's the one that he cracked from the sphere,
Yeah.
Yep.
and then there's this card.
And
So in
we-
2 cards.
This looks like
This looks like.
oh we're dead.
Are we dead though?
This is the new card in Tron. People have been playing Karn the Great Creator, so he kind of like his minus is kind of like a wish, those like Living Wish or Burning Wish or whatever. Except this one's for artifacts, so you can get any artifact, put it into your hand from your sideboard.
Yeah, but what's he gonna get? A Tormod's Crypt or a Graveyard Hate spell? I don't buy it.
Bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Bridge doesn't even do anything. We have a 1/1.
I mean, Trinisphere would be.
He's gonna play his lands next turn, and then he's gonna have plus under the bridge. But that being said, we have a nice out. We have this Altar of Dementia. So even if he like has bridge, no cards in hand, we can't attack at all, then we can alter him out. Unless he has Emrakul in his deck, which would be some next level.
We have talked about that, Merkel.
Trinisphere.
That's right.
That is perfectly acceptable. Mainly because we can't really guess anything right now.
Alright, let's see what we draw. Okay.
Old man is play the Black Blue Cliffs, play the altar, and attack his Karn.
Boom, get your Karn. It costs 1 more.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hopefully he pluses next turn. Oh, we can't activate it right now.
Oh! we were both like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Karn actually shuts off our out of middle of the mount, Zach.
that's his static, and normally that's used to.
Okay, so now we're in a good spot because we get to right click and
Right.
play the next game.
Yeah.
I want to see the next card.
Zan wants to see one more card of his deck.
Zan never concedes.
I just want to see it.
Zan, it's for the viewers.
I know, I just want to see one.
You can see what it is after you can see.
I want to see it. Okay.
Draw a card.
For you.
Draw a card. Draw.
Didn't work. Dang it.
There you go. Now they're carrying.
Wow. We shuffled that back on top. Alright, let's. Do we want Thoughtseize?
I think it's fine.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
We're on the play this time, so we could take a relic if he's got it.
Yeah.
That game, we would be in it if we had Thoughtseize ourselves and kept the carrying
Yeah.
on top.
Whoa. This hand's great.
Yeah. This hand's a lot better. So here, I think we're gonna lead on Faithless Looting because we want our Insolent Neonate to be our second creature, so that we can bring back Vengefire.
Sweet.
And here, so Insolent Neonate has this weird interaction where if you play it, sacrifice it, and discard a Bridge from Below, it'll actually trigger the Bridge from Below.
Yeah, because the way that it works is you discard the cards, the bridge is the graveyard, sacrifice the DNA, and the bridge just like sees that. And then you have to draw a card, which is unfortunate, but it's what it is.
And hopefully you're dredging, because dredge is a fun, fair mechanic.
Dredge is great, but I hate it.
So here I discard Vengevine and Bridge from Below. And also, if you look, we perfectly drew this Gravecrawler. So, probably going to win.
Alright, so
we even have one of our bridges protected from the same play he did game 1, where he just, like, cast. Okay, now we can just exile our Faithless Looting. And his Graveyard Hate did nothing. And he's really dead.
This is fantastic. Ooh.
So we can hit with 2 Vengevines this turn, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so the way that we're going to play this turn out, I want to do it. I never get to do it on these videos. We're going to play the Insolent Neonate, discard the Vengevine, and sacrifice Insolent Neonate to draw a card, and then we're probably going to play the Gravecrawler to trigger our Vengevine.
Yeah, so we're missing out on some zombies, but that's okay.
But the Vengevines are like, right now, zombies that are bigger.
Yeah. That's why it's okay.
That's all true.
Hopefully we draw
Another Insolent Neonate.
Or we could draw that, which we can't cast right now.
But we might be able to cast it some other time.
Fair enough.
Should we consider casting this?
No. You can't cast it.
Can we?
No, you can't.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we have 3 creatures from
Yeah,
Provoke
never mind.
and 2... Well, yeah, we were almost there. If we played a fetch land, we could convoke with all our creatures. And then cast it.
We have lethal next turn. It's okay. That's good enough.
In fact, if we had discarded this bridge, we would have been able to cast it. Because we'd have one more card in our yard instead of... Yeah. They are dead on board, so it's fine.
Wow, so that was the nonsense.
So that's what's going on. I think the implications of whether or not this is healthy for Modern is sort of outside the scope of our videos, right? We all can kind of agree that that was a little silly.
It was very silly.
Yeah, but we just beat Tron, so we're going to chalk it up with a W for the Lotus Boxers. Of course.
We won.
Victory. Couple quick questions on the way out for Zach. Zach's been saying that's what we're going to have. How do you like our Magic House?
I think it's really dangerous because it's a lot of fun and I really want to stay here, but I have real stuff to do. So it's like...
Admittedly, you guys got like a lot of the fun like parts. You know what I mean?
That's fair,
There are parts that
suck. Like,
there are a lot of work. There's I spent like 2 hours editing last night while you guys were at dinner, and it was like cool, but like and it's like all that, and then there's of course all the Game of Thrones-esque social political dynamics that we all have amongst ourselves as people who live there. For example, Zan is always trying to take me out.
It's true. For snow cones.
Yeah, he takes me out for snow cones. That's what
he has to try all the flavors so he gets the special t-shirt award.
Of course.
I'm actually winning in that race.
Yeah.
I'm number 1 on the leaderboard.
How are you letting him win?
Zan angle shot a little bit.
Ugh.
But we're not going to talk about that too much. So, Zach's enjoying the house.
It's like playing IQs.
The goal of the house obviously is... the goal of the house is to like make sort of the best Magic media for people who want to be really serious about competitive Magic. Of course. A special focus on the STG Tour. So I'm glad that you had fun here, and it was like a part of that. It was having Zach here was good for, just an area legit. He's a good testing guy.
Yeah, and we want you back for sure. I think that we have a really good testing dynamic. These are the best times, like right before a tournament, like the Invitational, where you have a large group of people that come over, and then we get to see our work, the fruition of our work, like the fruits of our work.
What were the fruits of your work this time?
I got 12th.
I got 64th. Good for...
I got like 70 something.
Yeah, 70 something. But besides that, we put Collins Mullen into top 8.
Yeah.
And Jonathan Awesome.
Also,
they were both staying here. Rossum was here. Collins lives here.
Yeah.
Like
And
Chris
CCR.
Castor-Apple. Yeah,
Also
CCR,
got top 16.
Top 16 to the Invitational. Just purely, we had it, dude. We were testing here.
Abe locked up the PC as number 1.
Abe Corrigan
Locked up the Players' Championship.
Poor guy.
Why?
What? Nothing. Never mind. It's great.
He doesn't get the grind. He doesn't get the excitement anymore. Honestly,
Yeah.
every day going to your tournament, you're like, I need to do well, or else I'm screwed. So he doesn't get that anymore.
he
He's just
doesn't.
locked it up. He's really missing out.
But he's gonna be fighting for his friends, so it's gonna be cool.
All right, Zan. It's time to see if Zach's watched these videos. All right, guys. Make sure you smash that like button, comment, subscribe. Your interaction is what keeps us going. If you want to play a Hogaak deck, which is given to us by Sodek, one of the Dredge Masters on Magic Online, deck list for you guys is going to be in the description box down
Below.
And we will see you next time. Everybody say bye.
See ya.
Goodbye.
Alright, that was great.
Lotus Box, now powered by Coreboard Live, is proud to introduce you to all of its sponsors: Introspectv, Red Handed Art, and MTGO Traders. Use the code LotusBox PayPal to get 8% off singles for orders over $5, and links to all of these sponsors are in the description box down below.